A very important tool in the machine learning space is a Jupyter Notebook, but that would require to install Python, so I'll show you a .NET C# alternative. What you see on screen is a code snippet of which the code is executed and the result is shown. Usually you'll see an entire notebook with multiple of these cells which contain code and which can be executed independently. This is very useful for experimentation because now you can execute a block of code, can get the result almost instantly, so the feedback almost instantly. If there's a mistake, you can fix the code and run that block of code again. You don't have to restart the entire application, you don't clear everything. So it's a really efficient way to do some research, to experiment with code, with data, get instant feedback or get a visualization. And there's a lot of more cool features for Jupyter Notebooks, but let's focus on the .NET C# alternative. So I'm going to open Visual Studio Code because I know there are extensions, Polyglot notebooks, which is that exact alternative for Jupyter Notebook, and you can use C#.NET. So I'm going to install this one, and I'm going to also install the extension pack because it promises me better IntelliSense, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think we'll need any Python. So to create a new interactive notebook, let's do Ctrl-Shift-P or Command-Shift-P for the MacBooks and see about, it's probably interactive notebook, or is it interactive notebook used to be the previous name. Let's see, create new blank notebook. Let's do that, or default. Which one should we do? Let's try the default one. And then it asks, do we want to store it as a DYB or an IBYNB? The bottom one resembles the Jupyter Notebooks the most, so let's take that since that's commonly used in the machine learning space. And then we can use the default language. I'm going to pick C#, but there's support for more than just that. And then it creates that notebook, and we can just type var, let's say, message equals hello world, and then we could say console, and it even has IntelliSense, which is awesome. That's something I didn't see in the Jupyter Notebooks. And then we can run that, and it should output hello world. I'm gonna try to remove that sidebar. Maybe add a cell, or what can we do? Shouldn't it shift? Let's try shift enter. Yeah, then we can also create a new cell. And in here we could actually also do console.write line, just from that same message, and execute it. And that should just work because it's kept this message variable in memory after executing it the first time, and we can kind of build on the previous cell, so on the previously executed cell. You can probably also just run all of them. You can inspect the variables. Let's clear everything, all outputs. Okay. So now you could say something else, hello. Then maybe execute the third one again, and you just get hello. You can execute the code in the order you wish. I'm missing some syntax highlighting, but let's try to use a link feature. and say, oops, I hit Shift Enter, that wasn't, and say console.writeLine s, and let's not forget to close this. And we do get a complaint. Yes, so now the complaint should be gone. X equals that, and then, oops, still nothing, but then, which would be maybe a little bit strange, but you could just put X in here, and it's going to output the value for X. And you can install NuGet packages as follows: #r NuGet, and then the name of the package. And don't forget the using statement, after which you should be able to leverage that package in your notebook. And you can also add markdown cells if you want to create a nice report. So I wanted to show you this really cool tool that now C# developers can also leverage. And maybe in the near future I'll be making some machine learning tutorials, but I promise to keep it simple and practical. Or maybe I'll even show you how to add a language model like ChatGPT to your own brand website to write your blog post or something cool like that. So make sure to like and subscribe. And this doesn't mean that I'm no longer going to be covering Blazor or .NET API topics. I'll definitely keep doing that, and hopefully it will all come together, the API, the Blazor, and the machine learning. If you want your own brand website, you can get that on my kisco.com website under the products. You can get a copy of that, or you can access my most useful .NET 8 NuGet packages, the original source code of those, by simply subscribing to my website or going over to my Patreon /GetStupid and become a member there. See you in the next one.